One split second, one reckless decision, two lives shattered forever. In Night Road, Kristin Hannah delivers a heart-wrenching masterpiece that explores the devastating ripple effects of a single night gone wrong. This is not just a legal drama or a family saga. It is an emotional excavation of guilt, grief, and the fragile bonds that hold us together when everything else falls apart. If you are ready for a story that will leave you sobbing into your pillow, yet unable to stop listening, this audiobook is your next essential experience. From the opening scene where the air is thick with the promise of summer and the scent of jasmine, you know that tragedy is lurking just around the corner, waiting to strike with brutal precision. The story centers on Mia, a fiercely protective mother whose world revolves around her twin daughters, Lexi and Zoe. When Lexi, the wilder and more impulsive twin, invites her new friend, Jude, a girl with a troubled past and a desperate need for belonging, on a late-night drive, the atmosphere shifts from carefree to ominous. The narration captures the intoxicating freedom of youth, the thrill of speed, and the false sense of invincibility that often precedes disaster. Then, in a heartbeat, the car crashes. Jude survives, but Lexi does not. The aftermath is a harrowing descent into hell for Mia, who must navigate the labyrinth of legal proceedings, media scrutiny, and her own crushing guilt, while Jude is left to grapple with the trauma of being the sole survivor of a tragedy she feels responsible for. Hannah masterfully alternates between perspectives, allowing listeners to inhabit the minds of both Mia and Jude. This dual narrative creates a profound sense of empathy, even for characters who make deeply flawed choices. You feel Mia's suffocating grief and her desperate attempt to keep her remaining daughter, Zoe, safe from the same fate. Simultaneously, you witness Jude's struggle with PTSD, survivor's guilt, and the judgment of a community that sees her as a monster. The writing is lush and evocative, painting the Pacific Northwest setting with a beauty that contrasts sharply with the internal turmoil of the characters. The rain, the dark roads, and the quiet houses become symbols of the isolation each character feels. As the years pass, the story explores how trauma reshapes identity. Mia becomes obsessed with preventing any further harm, while Jude tries to rebuild a life from the ashes of her past. Their paths cross again in unexpected ways, forcing them to confront the truth of what happened that night and the secrets they've kept. The pacing is deliberate, allowing the emotional weight of each revelation to settle before moving forward. It is a slow burn of anguish and redemption, culminating in a climax that is both heartbreaking and cathartic. Night Road is a testament to Kristin Hannah's ability to tackle difficult subjects with grace and honesty. It challenges listeners to consider how we judge others, how we process loss, and whether forgiveness is possible when the wound is too deep to heal. For fans of emotional women's fiction, family dramas, and stories that explore the complexities of motherhood and friendship, this audiobook is indispensable. The narrator's performance brings a raw vulnerability to the characters, making their pain palpable and their journey unforgettable. Prepare yourself for a ride that will break your heart, but also remind you of the enduring power of love and resilience.